Our kids are on a level system while they're here, level 1, level 2, level 3, pretty basic, but they essentially spend about 30 days on each level, and there are certain criteria that they have to meet, certain behavioral goals that they have to achieve, and therapeutic goals that they have to achieve before they can move from one level to the next. And only the level 2 and 3 kids get to come out and participate in the garden. So the experiences that those kids who have not spent a lot of time in a garden that have the opportunity to come out here and work in the garden then go back in and motivate the other kids to get their levels, because they say it is so cool, we have fun, we eat strawberries. So it kind of filters down to other kids and encourages them to do what they need to do to get their higher levels so that they can come out here and participate.
For most of the kids, it's really a first-time gardening experience. Some may have memories of gardening with grandparents, but a lot of the kids have never stepped foot in a garden, so they will see a vegetable like the green peppers here, and they'll say, this is how they grow in the dirt, and we encourage them to really explore in the garden, ask questions. We start each one of our work sessions with a real quick educational topic related to gardening, and that usually spurs a lot of questions during the course of the work session with the kids. We encourage them to sample as well. We have the ability to wash the produce right here in the garden. So if, for example, one of the master gardeners asked the kids, do you like peas? And generally they all said, oh no way, don't like peas. Well, their understanding of peas is what you get from a can. We had sugar snap peas right off the vine. They're very sweet and tasty, eaten raw, and as soon as one of the kids tried those, he said, wow, this is really good, and invited everybody else over, here, you got to try this. So pretty soon we're having this foraging and feeding frenzy on sugar snap peas. We grow approximately 30 different types of vegetables in our garden. We have 22 Master Gardener volunteers from the Union County Master Gardener program, and they come out on a scheduled basis, work one-on-one with the kids, answer their gardening questions, help them plant, help them weed, help them harvest. So they gain a little bit of gardening knowledge as a result of this.
Gives the kids an opportunity to have some exposure to some positive adult role models, and yet have something to do while the adults are modeling that behavior for them.
What I love about this, every mentorship program that we've tried to have, that I've ever tried to have in here, where it was like Big Brothers, Big Sisters, or something that was faith-based, if there's not something tangible, the kids lose interest. 99.9% of our kids return to the same environment that they came from. So for them to be successful in a household where mom and dad are still, let's say, divulging in their negative behaviors, I mean, that's huge.
What's exciting for me is when the kids talk about something they did in the garden, and we had a young man that we were walking through the garden, and he pointed down at something in one of our raised beds and said, what's that called again? And I said, well, that's lettuce. And he said, well, I planted that with Miss Julie, and he was so proud that something he planted was actually growing. So those are the kinds of things that give you the impetus to keep moving ahead, knowing we're making some inroads, doing the right thing, and giving kids opportunities they may not have had before.
This is such a positive thing, and our kids have been through hell and back. Punishing them is not going to make them better people in our society. There has to be that balance, don't get me wrong, but being purely punitive is not going to make them better people. You have to give them opportunities.